What exactly is an empath? There are basically two platforms or theories to consider. My name is Vital Germain. I'm a life coach, keynote speaker, and seven-time author, including the book, Pink is the Color of Empathy. The first empath theory is that it's a trauma response by which an abused child develops what's called hypervigilance. The second platform or theory has a much more fascinating backstory with an element of woo-woo or paranormal. But whichever theory you subscribe to is perhaps irrelevant because the outcome is the same. There are common traits that empaths possess, whether it's trauma-based or woo-woo paranormal. And I'm going to share the top 10 traits in a little bit. But let's begin at the very beginning of the empath story. The term empath was originally coined by a Scottish author called J.T McIntosh in 1956. J.T McIntosh wrote a sci-fi story called The Empath. These humans possess these super paranormal abilities to sense and feel other people, almost to the point of mind reading and therefore understanding what these people were going to do next or what their intentions were. It was considered emotional telepathy, but then the plot thickens when the government wants to try and leverage this skill to control the workers, mind control. And it's perhaps this origin of the term that incites the dislike of the empath as these pretentious paranormal super beings. That's the opposing theory to hypervigilance. And hypervigilance makes total logical and psychological sense. I personally think the truth is a combination of both. I'd love your thoughts. Do please drop a comment and don't forget to like and subscribe. One overwhelming trait of the empath is they are highly sensitive, HSP, a highly sensitive person with an elevated level of empathy. And empathy is a heightened level of emotional intelligence, which is not paranormal. And by the way, everybody has levels of empathy. Anybody and everybody can be empathetic. That does not make them an empath. There's a big difference between an empath and somebody with empathy. But another way to break down the empath in alignment with modern standard psychological practices and beliefs is to compare it with the Myers-Briggs scale of personality measurement. The Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, MBTI, is a pseudoscientific self-report questionnaire that indicates different psychological types. Google it, it's easy to do. You can take a test online if you want. It's a highly recognized and much used platform in the business world for hiring employees. But the empath is oftentimes categorized in that measurement scale of the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, often categorized as what's called an INFJ. INFJ stands for introverted, intuitive, feeling, and judging traits. Judging traits, they're judgmental. That's not good for the empath's reputation. But the INFJs and the empaths tend to be, and I'm going to read this off. This is an official description of the INFJ breakdown. It says, so INFJs and empaths they tend to approach life with deep thoughtfulness and imagination. Their inner vision, personal values, and a quiet, principled version of humanism guides them in all things. Sounds about right to me. Let me know if you are an INFJ. Some other very common traits of the empath are we are human lie detectors. We tend to be people pleasers, and unfortunately, we attract the narcissist. Here's a common compiled top 10 list of empath traits. Let me know if you relate to any of these. Let me know if I missed out any significant ones. So now you know the backstory behind the term empath. Again, whether it's hypervigilance or whether it's this woo-woo paranormal psychic ability is up to you to determine. The outcome is the same. If you want to read more about empathy and the empath and recovering from narcissist abuse, Pink is the Color of Empathy. It's available on Amazon. I'm also a coach. If I can help you, please reach out and connect. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.